Good morning. Yay, I'm here. It's a new moon and a new lunar new year, and I am here, Emily Raw, at your service for Readings for the People live on YouTube. I'm so excited because this is my first Readings for the People here on the YouTube channel. I've been beaming live on Facebook for years and years, and what I found over time is that there's more and more spammers, there's more and more just leaky energy for the work that I love to do. I'm an oracle, quote unquote. That word gets thrown around, but I am a seer, a visionary, a sibyl, a maybe a vulva would be another name for what I do. I read cards, I read runes, I work with different dreams, and I work a lot with dream interpretation and dream walking. And yeah, I've been going live every week and reading for people for free for a while. And I'm just ready for something new. I'm ready for a different platform than Facebook. I'm ready for new friends, a new audience, people who appreciate my work and want to follow me here on YouTube. So I probably won't have a lot of followers in these first few episodes. I'll beam in live every Monday at 11:11 a.m. on my YouTube. I'm gonna post that right now on my Facebook and see if that works to share. Don't know, but I think I can share. So I'm still, before we get into the reading for this week, I'm still working out some of the technical feats. There it is. All right, cool. I see it. I see it here. That's so rad. All right. And I see that I had one viewer, so that's super awesome. And I'm just going to share this with my Facebook community. I'm live on my YouTube channel for Readings for the People. Huzzah! Bright new moon blessings. So we were in the dark moon. Now we have this new moon. So it's a good time for clearing. It's a good time for setting new intentions and starting new chapters. It's a time of ending and it's a time of beginning and time of refinement and of really letting yourself, clearing yourself so that you can hear clearly what um excites you about life. What do you love about life? What do you love about your life? Just taking a screenshot to share on the Facebook. So, peace to the future. I'm sure there'll be a few viewers in the future that find this at a later time. So, peace to the future. May your future self and my future self be well wherever this may find you. That's a funny picture, but I'm just going to post it. Okay, so we're going to start with a lovely shaker time. This is my avocado shaker. For those of you who haven't followed me on Facebook, no, this is not an avocado. It is actually a shaker. Oh, I want to check one other thing, just sound wise before we start, because I want to make sure that my microphone is working. That's important. Um, ooh, hey, ooh, hey, hey, hey. Is my mic working? All right. Yeah. Ooh, whoa. Yeah. Yeah. Every time I search Emily Raw, it's like Emily Ratajkowski a million times, but that's fine. Um, do. Found you. Found you. Just want to make sure that the sound is working before we start. It is working. Oh, it is. All right. Dope. Great. There's that one viewer who is myself. Ah. New moon, new start, new channel, new platform. Releasing the old, giving thanks to the old for all that it's taught us, accepting the new, getting excited for the new. If you don't have a sense for what you want or what you would like to see happen, starting with how you like to feel is a great start. And this last full moon, I was gifted a beautiful dream. And in the dream, I'm visiting with what seems to be my spirit double. It's like myself, but it's my higher self or an aspect of myself that is of my highest wisdom. And she gifts me with three beautiful lotus flowers. And the first lotus, and she says, these are your wishes. These are your wishes for the new moon. And I take this very seriously because wishes do come true and they come with a twist oftentimes. And so I was like, okay, what are my three wishes? Like, what do I really wish for? And of course, there's things we all want, like sex and money. Most people who ask me questions want to know about relationships or their career or sometimes their home or their health. But but beyond that, it's deeper than those things because why do we want to know about how to have greater health? Why do we want to have a healthy home? Why do we want to have a healthy relationship? Why do we want to have a healthy um, relationship with money? Really, we want health, right? We want vitality, we want wellness, we want peace. And as I was sitting with these three lotuses, what I came up with for how I would like to feel, and I've been sitting with these quietly and leaking out a little bit of the medicine with others who I trust, but now ready to share. I made these three wishes. The first wish is with the blue lotus. And the blue lotus is for the emotional body. And I imagine myself as if I'm encapsulated in this blue light, in this beautiful blue lotus light. And inside this blue lotus, my mind and my body are at peace. And I am embodied in my body. My nervous system is regulated. I'm in tune with my breath as it guides my mind back into my body again and again. And that blue frequency, I just call it in like whatever shade of healing blue is required. Sometimes that's like a dark navy blue when I need more darkness or rest or rejuvenation. Sometimes it's a bright blue when it is that I actually need more energy, more vitality within my mind and body. Because we swing, we can swing from being like super stressed to being super depressed, right? So we're looking for that happy medium, that temperance, balance. My mind and body is at peace and is in balance. It's temperated, it's regulated. And that's my blue lotus wish. And I cultivate that daily within my being. I am these things. And when I'm cultivating my wish, I'm feeling the actualization of how I'd like to feel within that wish and realizing that being at peace in my mind and body can come from many forms. It could come from money, it could come from relationships, it could come from a sensory experience in my body, it could come from something I experience in my environment, but ultimately it's the way that I want to feel that matters, right? Or that desire, that actualization of feeling that matters. So that's the blue lotus. Now, the white lotus is, and sometimes the white lotus will show itself as white and gold as well. It's like a very high platinum color gold, not pure white. But this white and gold lotus is charged with the wish for a safe space to do our soul's work in, and for all the time and space and resource required to feel the feeling of doing our soul's most purposeful work in this world, to be in service, to cultivate gifts and talents, and feeling our work, feeling that feeling in my body when I'm doing the work that I'm really meant to do. Like even right now, it's giving me energy to do the work, to start this YouTube channel, because I know it's part of my soul's purpose to reach you, whoever you are, even if there's one of you. I'm in service to you. I'm here to be in service to you, and that's a wonderful feeling. And so that white lotus, that's what that's about. It's about creating safe space for the work to be done. It's about and when I invoke the white lotus on the daily, I feel that golden bright energy around me, and my space that I'm in is also filled with that golden white light that cleanses and clears the space so that I may be in full alignment with my mission, with my task, with my purpose. And that's the white lotus. And then the pink lotus has been one that actualized a little bit later. It's coming into view now, but it has to do with sensuality and pleasure. But the pink has to do with relationships with others, and self love, and also love with others, and knowing what it feels like to experience deep satisfaction and pleasure in all of our relations. And really, it's interesting because I think been harder for me to develop, because I seek that so much through relationship with others, that it hasn't fully come online, is when that pink lotus is around myself, and I feel myself surrounded in that juicy pink, yummy, ooey gooey goodness that, like nectar, will attract those relationships that are more pleasurable in the future. And so that's the pink lotus. And again, I surround myself in these lotuses each day, and this is my wish. And sometimes they're closed and I feel so held and introverted. Sometimes they unfold open and I sort of allow that color, that nectar, that light to exude from my body, from my being, from my electromagnetic body. And then bonus round is the ultra purple lotus. And the violet flame lotus of the violet flame, is the lotus where all three are combined. And this is where I meditate and feel in my nervous system, feel in my body what it would feel like to be at peace in my mind and body, knowing that there is all the space and time I need to do the work I'm here to do, and to feel pleasure doing it, to feel juicy doing it, and may it be so. So, for our grounding this week, and it's weird not to have any of you live, but I trust that my followers, my friends, my soulmates will find this video and get in tune with tuning in with me here on Mondays. But so for our grounding this week, especially for you who have been grounding with me every week, thank you so much for being here. May we also imagine this beautiful violet lotus around our body, just cleansing and clearing us, releasing any old stuck energy, letting our breath be the vehicle for this vision manifestation. And may it cleanse and clear us and bring in with clarity the feeling that we would like to feel now in this present moment, so that our wishes may ripple into the pond of the future and continue to iterate themselves in every synchronicity possible. So much, much love. I'm going to play the avocado shaker May this beautiful violet lotus be known to all of those soulmates who hear the call. Blessed be. Show us, show us, show us. Blessed be. So I'm going to start with a card for the community. I don't know if I'll have any viewers here live because this is a brand new channel. But wherever you are, in wherever space or time you are in, this message is for you. I'd love for you to come into your heart with a question, something you want to know more about or need guidance about right now, something that maybe you're struggling with, and or just like what would help me right now. And I'm pulling from the Wild Unknown Kim Cran's Animal Spirit book, um, deck and book, which is awesome. I just worked with this for the Omen Days. You can learn more about the Omen Days on my blog, but so fun to work with this deck. And we're just calling it an animal spirit from the menagerie of animal spirits in this deck and beyond. Our helpful guides, our helpful teachers, our companions on this journey through earth. We acknowledge you. We thank you. We welcome you into our lives. We know that you are here as a part of our family. And we ask for help in whatever is coming up in our hearts that we need help with, that we need resolution about. Just show us, show us, show us from this place of earnest wonder, curiosity, and love. Thank you so much. Hey! You can't make that dish up. You can't make it up, I tell ya. It's the rabbit. That's so cool. Because it is in the Lunar New Year, and there's many cultures in which the first new moon of this half midwinter time is the new year, and it is the year of the yin rabbit this year, which is nice. Last year we had the water tiger, which was a really intense year, really powerful growth, but also sort of intense, right? So rabbit's a little bit more chill. Now you're going to see a lot of different interpretations on rabbit. I'm going to read Kim Cran's here. It's an interesting interpretation that Kim Cran's actually has about it. Rabbit is afraid of everything, overwhelmed and frozen. The rabbit loves to remind his friends that someday the eagle will swoop down and eat him. He talks and talks and talks about it, so loudly, in fact, that one day the eagle hears and thanks him for that great idea. Rabbit energy is alive when we're scared, most often about the future, and we become our own worst enemy. We spin up a dust cloud of fear and then complain to others that we are lost. Notice your thoughts and words, oh rabbit. They shape your destiny. So interesting because rabbits spend so much of their time practicing getting away from things that they actually end up exposing themselves, and that's how they get eaten, which rabbits are food animals for many, many animals and apex predators that are in the wild. And it's part of the great balance of things because rabbits are kind of forgetful. They drop seeds or they leave things behind, and they make themselves vulnerable. It's like helps feed the apex predators, but it is a prey animal. And this is about sort of watching for when you freeze up when things get scary or can make dig your hole further by saying more than you need to say about it, which is a big thing for me, especially as a woman in my luteal phase of menstruation, like which I'm actually in right now. And I almost didn't do this video because I say things that I'm it's like I don't always check myself. I'm more full to the brim. I'm more impulsive and kind of like, oh, I need a cave to go in. And so it's really important to like temper that rabbit. The tiger has taught us about how to see and pay attention to those rabbit tendencies. And we're going into this next year. So fast forward a year, we'll be going into the year of the dragon, which the year of the water dragon. And so we'll go back into a really powerful mythic power here. So we're in between. We're kind of in this like breath in between. And um yeah, and so I think the message for the community today has to do with mm, so like if you don't like let's say you don't have enough money to pay for rent next month or you don't know where you're going to live next and you feel scared. Well, if you stir up a bunch of dust and go run around and like spend your money needlessly or tell a bunch of people about your problems that maybe can't really help you, like that's not actually going to help. It's going to make you more vulnerable because you will have burnt out your energy. So it's really important that if you're going through that time of feeling afraid or not knowing, that you drop into the feeling that you are desiring to feel, right? And see what you can do to summon that feeling in the moment. For example, I'm looking for safety. I'm feeling what does it feel like to feel safe in my body? Because from that grounded perspective, from that state, you can respond in a way that is wise and won't leave you vulnerable. Now, the other thing is, how do rabbits survive? Part of it is they survive together. They're soft and vulnerable. They're more vulnerable when they're alone and they're more powerful underground together. So this is like, let's not go out and be big and scary right now. Let's like get underground and get with our people and work together to survive and focus on how we'd like to feel so that we can cultivate that with our magic moving forward. And whatever we choose to connect in those spaces will just multiply, multiply, multiply very quickly. I'm shown also from the guides like a lot of people, there's a lot of crowds and people in this next year coming around for people. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I think I'm going to end this stream there and make it short this week and go ahead and share in the Facebook my link to this video so that you all know how to find me. And I'll be back next Monday at 11:11, and maybe you'll be there to ask me a question live, and that'll be the place where we do that portion of the show. So, welcome to my show. Yeah, there's more to come. I know sometimes I do fancy, cool films, but sometimes I'm just like here being Emmy and reading for the people. So, hope you enjoy both. Sending you much love. If you want to do a session with me, you can go to emilyraw.com and you can also book a 15-minute free consultation with me if you want to learn more about my work or just ask me a quick question and drop in. So, blessed be. I hope you have a wonderful week. Until we meet again, there it is. We did it. First live stream. Yeah, in the can. Boom. There it is. Peace.